Signal in front then to treatment.
For tenant, basically just scan your unit camera.
You can see how low.
这车辆车跟车的之间它很靠近。
What's up, everybody? Welcome to VC. My name is Vincent.
And I'm Chloe.
So after a long wait, your new house is finally ready.
This is a memorable and momentous occasion, watching the house being built over time from scratch. Now the developer is set to deliver the keys to you today.
But do you know what to do next?
What is needed during a new house key handover?
So, and what are you supposed to take note of during this process? So that's why today we bring you along on our journey of a handover key for a newly completed property. For this unit, one of the owner wasn't able to attend a handover key due to the lockdown going on, so he is not in Sabah right now, and he appointed us to attend the handover key for him.
This item inside. This is the access card for the lift and the access to the. When you go out, there's a door.
Yeah.
And this is the car park.
Alright. Okay.
3 sets here, and another room too. 2 sets. Yeah. So this is the mailbox.
Alright.
Bit there.
Yeah.
So, when your property is completed, it will be issued something called the occupancy certificate, known as OC. If you've heard about CCC before, it means Certificate of Completion and Compliances. But this is mostly heard in Semenanjung, Malaysia, while OC, Occupancy Certificate, is usually heard in Sabah, and in Sarawak, it's called Certificate of Occupation Permit, known as OP.
Yeah, you're probably wondering, I'm not developer ma, what does this OC, CCC, OP has to do with me, right? For the average home buyer, this isn't something they bother with. But think about this way, would you be okay if you're not given a clean bill of health by the doctors after being discharged from the hospital? Yep, it works the same way here.
Your house may be ready, but is it safe to live in or rent it out? A building which has not been issued its final OC is not guaranteed safe to live in. So, better not accept vacant possession of your property before it's been granted with an OC.
This is also technically ensure the safety of your house occupants and also used to determine if your house is livable. And in fact, this is one of the most important documents that you should be given by the developer upon completion of the building you purchased. It is good enough a reason for home buyers not to take this lightly.
This is also why homeowners should be cautious when accepting the notice of vacant possession. It is important to ensure the final OC is obtained beforehand. Most of the time, your OC will be issued alongside with your VP, known as vacant possession.
So when can this OC be issued? It can be issued when everything is done, literally everything. Like the technical conditions imposed by the local authorities, all the stage certificate being certified and received, all the essential service, whether it's your road, your car parks, drain, water, electricity, literally everything.
However, sometimes you will see some developers issue partial certificate, but do take note that the partial certificates are not acceptable for issuance of the notice of vacant possession. So when you're finally getting a letter regarding your property is getting your OC, and it's time for you to go get your keys, set an appointment and go get it.
On key.
On the date of the appointment, you will be required to settle a payment for the deposit of your management fee. This depends on the developer, whether you gotta settle it during your handover keys or you have to settle it after you sign your sales and purchase agreement. The amount of deposit needed will depend on the developer themselves too. Sometimes it's 6 months management fee, sometimes it's 3 months.
Next, you'll be handed forms to sign when you get your key. So please do check your keys, as the documents will mark your acceptance of the key to your new property. Part of this set of documents will include a simple list of lighting fixture, appliances, electrical sockets, and other built-ins, depending on which is included in your unit.
Yep, so once you sign the documents and write down the date, it's time to check your unit. In the sales and purchase agreement, your SPA, you sign at the start of your journey, there will be a clause about what's known as the defect liability period. That's basically the time frame you have to find any problems with your new property and report it to the developer for them to repair. This will differ based on your sales and purchase agreement, whether the period will be 6 months or 12 months.
So now we are actually looking for defects. If there is any issue on your unit, you can actually tell the developer and then get them fixed within 6 months. But the defect liability depends, the period depending on the developers. Make sure everything is completed, make sure everything is no issue, then yeah, that's straight. Though sometimes there's unlikely to be anything as serious as this with your new home, but it is important to carry out appropriate checks to find any faults. That's because during this period, developer responsible for rectifying these mistakes. If you notice anything outside of this period, it's up to you to get them fixed. The sooner the better. But do take note that once you start doing your own renovation to the unit, the defect liability period will not be available anymore. So make sure that the developer does the defect rectification before you start your renovation.
The developer will usually provide a defect complaint form that lists the common areas in the house. Use it to mark out any problems you find, such as loose electrical sockets, misaligned floorings, and etc. Even if you think it's a tiny little problem, mark it out for the developer to take a look. If you ignore it, you will have to bear the cost to fix it later on. How they usually take note of the defect is by putting a sticker on the defect and note it down. Few tips to take note during your defect inspection. Basically, you're trying to answer these 3 main questions. Firstly, does the property match what was promised by the developer? Secondly, does all the fixtures and appliances or whatever provided works? Thirdly, is the workmanship satisfactory?
Yep, exactly. Things that you should check on would be the doors, keys, locks, as it might be at high risk being damaged during the building and installation. Okay, and also nobody wants a creepy cupboard in the corner that never been opened because it's mismatched key, right?
Yeah, so try any fixtures, cabinet doors, cupboard doors. Make sure all of them are aligned properly in their fittings if these are included in your unit. Remember to check out your floors, walls, or corners, no cracks or random gaps. Other than that, check all of the taps, toilets for leakage, and make sure they all are working properly if you're able to. Of course, check the electricity too if you want to get really specific, but full disclaimer, this might also depend on the utility situation too.
Yeah, if you have a sliding door or windows, make sure that they are not cracked. Any trail of dry cement, varnish, or paint on any parts of the house can be noted down too. Not to forget, count the number of lighting points, electrical points, and sockets. It should be the same number as in the SMP. Literally, try everything that's provided, make sure everything is properly installed.
The form that the developer provided for the defect inspection, remember to make a copy for yourself or snap a photo of it before you hand it over.
The developer will make the repairs, and once it's done, they will contact you to make another inspections. This talk of defects are honestly a bit depressing. After that long wait to get your new home, all we can do is talk about the things that might be wrong with it, right? So it is not bad news though. Once the tedious checks are done, it's up to you to make that a house a home.
After all that, go check out your property's facilities if there are any included. Whether it's just a mailbox or the swimming pool, check it out.
So it's a rooftop pool, as you can see from here. It's sort of infinity pool.
Yeah， 我是觉得它真的很像可以
Yeah, like walk on water.
你知道我在哪里住过吗？
So this development has a rooftop swimming pool, infinity pool, as you can see from here. That's the airport, that's the beach.
Really looks like if I'm blur then you can see me, and directly I can walk on it.
You might need like 4 tequila shots. Maybe you won't see the water anymore. Next will be sorting out your utilities. You want to get the ball rolling as soon as possible, right? So get your electricity, water, internet, and other things to get them ready.
Yep, kind of overwhelming, but do remember to get in contact with your management. Management charges will be applied for shared areas of properties like in a condominium or gated community. It's always good to get these things sorted out earlier on. Get in touch with the relevant management to set up your account.
Yeah, buying a property is definitely a scary yet exciting experience, right?
Yeah.
Because what you're making is a lifetime deal, it's a milestone for you, it's a lifetime choice. Nevertheless, a handover key experience is really fun.
That's a soundproof glass. I can't hear you. That's nice. Yeah, because just in case, because this is very close to the beach, there might be some wind noise and there is a school here. There would be some kind of noise sometimes, so. And also it's kind of thick, and so
It's very thick and it's very heavy because it's there to reduce all the noise and
Different developers let you enjoy different ways of handling over the property. Sometimes you get your key in a leather suitcase, sometimes it's in a metal suitcase, or maybe some special suitcase. So it depends.
But for real, don't miss out the opportunity of experiencing a handover key from a new development. So if you're still contemplating whether you should buy your first home or second home or third property now in 2021, the answer is a big fat yes. Go check out our video right here where we explain why 2021 is the best time to buy real estate.
So that's all from us today, and hope you enjoyed the following handover key journey from us today.
Hope that clears up your thoughts and confusion of the handover keys.
Yep, at least now you know what kind of things that you will be expecting, right? So that's all from here today, and thank you for watching. And if you gained some new knowledge from this video, please give us a like and consider subscribing as we post a lot of property real estate related content here in this channel. Feel free to join our VC family. And we'll see you in the next video. Ciao!